This fatherland, mate, like fucking... What do you have on? Do you have scopes on a fatherland or something?
Probably.
There's the waffle shooting at me.
Alright, man, we've got enemies in the area. We either have to take them all out or capture their base. Let's roll.
Yeah, I know, he's fired one. It's just I'm trying to sneak up on this fatherland. He's already spotted me now though. Is he gonna try and butt rush me? Please do. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. And he bounced. Are you going to try and pull me over to your waffle, buddy? Nah, you got me with that one.
Optics are up.
Oh, how do you bounce off the bottom plate of a fatherland, for fuck's sake?
If it was angry.
Bounce. Nah, it weren't angry, he was straight on. I was looking up at him as well. It's the game, mate. It's bullshit penetration and armour and that. It's all bullshit. In my eyes, I think they just... It's when you're about to have a based game and the last shot, you know what I mean? That shot is going to count. Bounce.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just... It happens all the fucking time and I'm starting to get a bit sick of it, to be honest. It would actually, because no, it depends on it actually depends more on the ammunition that the tank is using rather than the tank itself. Yeah, it's all good having a big gun, but if you're not using the right ammunition, you know what I mean, there's no point, because Sabo, is it Sabo or is it Sabo? It's Sabo, isn't it? Sabo rounds, Sabo, whatever. They're like darts, they're not like a proper shell. When they're shot out of the tank, they become just a thin dart that's being fired at this incredible speed and power that it just penetrates straight through the armour. But when it hits angled armour, there's a certain angle at where normalisation values come in, you know what I mean, come into effect. So like say a Sabo round or on tanks, like a APCR round hits like at the front of E75's armour, like the front plate, the top plate, where it's angled to a certain degree, it will get a certain amount of normalisation. So when it hits the armour, depending on what ammo you're using and what calibre, obviously what calibre of gun, because it does help, but it's more about the ammo. So say it hits that armour with like, I don't know, 105mm. It's not going to get the right amount of normalisation values depending on what angle that your tank's at. I don't know, it's all mathematical and it's all a bit fucking confusing, but yeah. You know what I mean? Depending on however, and because most times that E75... That E75 isn't going to meant to bounce 120mm shells from the front. In real life, it would not do that. In real life, a 120mm gun would go barreling through the top plate of an E75 like fucking butter. But World of Tanks physics that don't stay true. That's why I think a lot more people are starting to play War Thunder at the moment, because of how realistic the battles are. They stay true to actual realism, you know what I mean? You go in, you play in a tank, you smack a tank with your tank, it does significant damage. You know what I mean? You can even one-shot tanks just like that. So you have to play smarter and you have to play like proper militaristic. Whereas this is just run around, shoot tanks. You know what I mean? War Thunder is... You could say War Thunder is the more adult version of World.
STI, Jesus Christ.
I don't know why War Gaming do these sort of things and they do more RNG than anything else, but I don't know, they're just obviously catering to a younger audience. But
woohoo! What a shot as I'm backing up on the move. Bang tardy move, shot that. I was reversing backwards, man.
Was that zero?
Sorry, John.
Target locked. We got him. That one drilled straight through.
Yeah. In relative theory, on this game, the Tiger should not be a tier 7 tank. The Tiger should be a tier 5 tank like the M4 Sherman. Yeah, they were the two main tanks used. Well, obviously, the Germans had Panzers as well, but like when the Tiger went into production, they used it more often because of how sneaky it was.
Nice shot.
You know what I mean? They'd hide up in bushes, camo it up like the Tiger 131, and they would just pop Sherman brigades, or what they called battalions, like as they drove past. And that Fury movie really pissed me off when I watched that fight between the Shermans and that Tiger, because a very skilled Tiger commander sitting in a hidden position, yeah, ambushes these three fucking Shermans going down the road, takes out the last tank first. No tank commander would ever do that. Tank commander would take out the first tank. That creates then a blockade on that road. And also, the first tank is normally the commanding tank. So taking out the first tank, you take out the commander for the other two tanks, rile them up a little bit, and then you proceed to take out the other two tanks. So him shooting that back tank, hysterically inaccurate. And also when he leaves perfect camouflage, like they know where he is, but they don't know whereabouts in that bush that he is. You know what I mean? And he leaves it to charge down a Sherman. Never would have happened. That Tiger would have sat there, stationary. It's got better, like, better front of the armour would bounce off the Sherman's gun that it was using from the front.
Oh,
that's why in the movie they had to move round and get the flank on him. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the gun it gets on it, on this game,
Focus attention here.
yeah, anything that gives good camouflage, mate.
We lost all our artillery. Ready to fire on target. We're just
Oh,
taking
you
them.
bastard.
Ready to fire on target.
Yeah.
Let's go
Yeah.
hold their armor.
Also,
Nice
Sit
shot.
still.
That one drilled straight through.
yeah.
We got him.
It's Hollywood though, innit? They sacrifice realism for fucking entertainment, which sometimes it just pisses me off. So I'd rather watch a movie that's historically accurate than a movie that is not. Even though, don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed a lot of war movies like Windtalkers and fucking The Thin Red Line. Oh, I could go on. But yeah, you know what I mean?
Saving
But I would
Private
much
Ryan's got to
rather.
be one of the greatest ones out of.
It's actually also one of the most realistic ones.
Yes, it is.
That's gotta hurt.
That's what I love about it. They keep true. Yeah, We Were Soldiers is a good, fucking brilliant film, mate.
Oh shit, bro.
Absolutely
Target
brilliant.
locked.
That
Isn't it
is single-handedly Mel Gibson's best performance for me, even though he done Braveheart pretty well. But yeah, when I saw We Were Soldiers,
Yes.
that fucking got me.
Yes.
That did. I was like, yeah, I fucking like that film. I really like that film. Also, the other bloke with the pistols who refuses to use an M6 or an M16. He's like, fuck that! I got my pistols. Starts going all fucking like, what's his name? The bloke on Wolverine, the one. Fucking hell, gets too pissed. He's a monster.
Holy